Welcome back to another episode of YouTube with the boys. Today we have a fantastic episode on Tubbo.
And then I turn to the side and I see, oh wait, this wing mirror has hit a small year 8 child. I'm like, oh, well, I've just laughed at someone being hit by a car, and I'm like, well, may as well double down. Kept going, cackled out with joy, and then collected the wing mirror, and it was confiscated from me.
Tubbo is a creator who has risen to popularity in the past year through the Dream SMP and just his overall Minecraft content. He is relatively young, around 17. I think he is generally family friendly, although you'll get a few dirty jokes and swearing now and then, but overall, a kind creator. And he is very creative with his content. First, starting off, how he works with others. I think this is a crowning achievement by Tubbo. He's really good at collaborating with others and working with them, and he produces a lot of good content with them, and is able to kind of draw out that friendship aspect that we talk about and a lot on this podcast, where you feel like you're someone playing among a group of friends. A lot of his content is usually with people like Tommy Innit, who he has done content with, and recently a lot of content with Ranboo.
Okay. No, I'll say, you know the expression Netflix and chill, does that have a secret other meaning?
Yes. Glad you.
I was gonna say we could chill and watch Netflix, but then...
You could say, okay,
then...
you could say chill and watch Netflix, but as long as you don't say Netflix and chill, because that has a different meaning.
Same, but it's
no,
the same.
it's the order of the words that gives it the meaning.
I think they're all around the same age, so it definitely feels like the most genuine stuff possible. And when they're playing, you can get a sense of true friendship. It's, I think, the equivalent of, asking your friend if they want to play games, which it kind of is. They're both 17. They both want to play games. It's just it's being streamed. So that is the kind of vibe you get from Tubbo. Tubbo's content-wise, he mostly does Minecraft. If we look at his YouTube channel, his first video, I believe, was a Hypixel video. And then he started, slowly getting into the Dream SMP within like the past 6 months. And then after that, he's kind of done a bit of variety with some Among Us, some Jackbox, and even Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. But it is mainly centered about Minecraft, and he is generally known among the Minecraft community. In Minecraft, he's really good. He knows a lot about the game, and he's pretty good at it. It seems like from his videos and what I've seen, he's actually a pretty good builder. Obviously there are some who are crazy, but he definitely knows enough to make stuff look good and all of that. But I would say that probably the best quality is the creativity he puts into his ideas. He's always trying to kind of, change a bit, not generally do things in the status quo type of way. Like, it seems in his Hypixel videos, he wasn't I think he had some that were kind of basic, but a lot of them weren't just like the grab bag, oh, this is how you become successful in Hypixel. He kind of wanted to do some shenanigans with friends or other people and just stuff to make the video overall more fun and different than what was going on generally on that Hypixel scene. And he's definitely grown over this past year. Because, he's had so much growth over this past year. He's had to grow with it. He's exploded since he's been on the Dream SMP. And he's been in some major plot points, such as when Schlatt took over L'Manberg. Tubbo was the right-hand man who was the man on the inside. Or was he? That was the question. And I think that also shows another side of him, improv. Everybody who's on the Dream SMP has to be kind of really good at improv and bits. And be able to kind of hold their own on thinking the fly. Because... from what I understand, the Dream SMP has a bit of a rough script. Like, they know where they want it to go.
Why he insisted on walking over to my house on stream and just staring at it directly when, lore-wise, I am supposed to be hidden, and there is no possible justification for him to know where I am, and I gave him the script! So we're just retconning it entirely. It did not happen, because it doesn't make any sense, and I'm trying to tell a coherent story!
But from what I also understand and assume, they don't have like lines. They know where they want the conversation to go and know what has to happen, but I don't think they're reading from a script. So you have to be able to be light on your feet and maneuver and improv and funny and witty to kind of survive there. And I think he does do that because he has multiple sides to him. I think generally he's put in to an innocent role per se of like, innocent old Tubbo caught in the crossfire and all that. He's just an innocent young boy. But then in other situations, possibly roughly where they don't place him to be an innocent boy, like the Dream Missing Pete, you can tell he is witty and he is pretty funny. So he's got that down, and I think that is a good staple of his content. One of the things that really interests me when watching through all these Tubbo videos is his editing style. So I've been looking through and trying to get like a really good sampling of what is Tubbo, like what is he like as a YouTube creator. And I think Tubbo is definitely better at Twitch than he is at YouTube, but he has made a big improvement. He has done a lot to improve his YouTube game. Because people think, yes, Twitch and YouTube personalities are like the same, but they're also not. Twitch and YouTube are very different games. And you can be good at both, but there is a bit of a learning curve. Twitch is almost like, it's like a marathon. That, I think, is how I'd describe it. You got, 8 hours sometimes, 5 hours, 4 hours, where you have to fill all of it with content. People are watching you and all of that. So you have to decide, okay, like, what I'm going to do this. I'm going to have some ideas prepared. So I actually just not sitting there for 2 hours. And then you have to be able to kind of keep some constant talk going, keep your stream entertained, throw some jokes in here, throw some jokes in there. And YouTube, on the other hand, is more like a sprint. It's like a 40-yard dash. You have to be this high energy type person and really capture your audience for that solid 15 minutes. And if you let them slip, they'll leave. They're expecting this fast, action-based, non-stop funny, like always cracking a joke. There is no lag time. And to find that coming from Twitch is not the easiest. And although I don't think he was the best at it at the beginning, to be frank, I think he's gotten a lot better over this year of making videos. He's probably had a lot of people to help him and kind of show him like how to make good videos, and I think he's acquired editors, but it's definitely grown. I find his editing style is it's been a hot or cold for me. Some videos I think are edited really well, and they're actually kind of funny, and he gives a good introduction and all of that, explains what he's going to be doing. But they don't have that same energetic flair that YouTube always has. That's how I would say. They're longer cuts. I feel like YouTube is usually a snap, 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 or you're weaving a narrative. And I think sometimes he gets a bit stuck in between that. I think he's now getting across to his editor what he wants, and his editor is kind of helping him streamline it. Because I think the videos have gotten a lot better, but I don't know. Sometimes it seems like he's stuck in between trying to give that snap, 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 and then the story. Generally with Minecraft, I think he's at a really good place now where he knows, how to be funny. Like, oh, this is going to be a story video. This is going to be kind of just a funny, like, bits and pieces video and all of that. Among Us, I think, still needs a bit work. I honestly think the first one, Among Us video, was edited better than the second. What I kind of miss is he'll show, like, imposter rounds where he either does really well or messes up, but then when he gets, like, voted off, he kind of just cuts it. So that means, like, the viewer doesn't get to see what happens in the rest of the round. And I wish he had added that. I mean, some rounds are long, so maybe I understand that. But a lot of times he'll show his imposter round to maybe get, like, voted out, like, the fourth one, and then he won't show how his partner does and any of that. I don't know if that's the case of just being like, oh, he's a little bit more chill in his personality if he's doing it on stream. So he just kind of like takes it down and doesn't talk much, so he almost can't put that in the video. Or it's just, he didn't really think it was relevant. But I think that would be really appreciated to kind of get a little closure on the Among Us games. But it seems like he's definitely getting much better his videos, as I've seen them, continue to grow and be awesome. I think probably my favorite of the recent ones was World Folly mod with Rambo.
The blocks
Tubbo.
are falling from the
A
sky.
gift.
And we're going to die. Little baby Jesus has screwed us for the last time. Right, moving on.
You're welcome.
Moving on. Moving on.
Do you have a personal vendetta against baby Jesus?
Yes, he keeps dropping blocks on me.
And that was 2 weeks ago, and that was edited, I think, very well. Because they had this storyline going, and it was 22 minutes. It was one of his longer ones. But they had this storyline, like him and Rambo are, beating the game when it's falling and all of that. And then he'll maybe cut to some funny moments of them talking while this is happening. Some, oh no, we lost this, we gotta do this. And they even fail sometimes, but they still kind of kept that line going through within that video. Like, it was focused, which I think really helped it be more and more watchable. Which I would hope to see in the future. And with the next two videos, they were both along the same lines, good in the sense that they felt like they were more on track in the editing style. And I think with more and more videos, the editor is going to get better and better in
Tubbo's
relationship and being able to express what he wants to the editor. Is getting better and better. So obviously, since he's new to the YouTube game, everything's not going to be perfect, but there is so much potential that I think he can be really amazing. And he definitely has a lot of potential. I've been meaning to catch him on stream. I've tried. I think he's actually streaming right now. But he is a bit of a different hours than I normally watch. I think I normally watch stream like, I don't know, I'll hop on at like 7 or 8. And since he's in the UK, he's kind of in the middle of the day for me. But he still captures an audience and is still very funny at that. But he definitely is pushing himself forward. And that's good to see. Like, I don't see any signs of stopping, any signs of slowing down. I only see signs of him improving. I saw him like talking about merch one time when I clicked in. He released a U2s and stuff like that. He is trying to push forward. He is trying to take advantage of what he has and make it better. And I mean, you can only call that's what you want to see. You want to see someone striving for better. And Tubbo in other situations have been very interesting. So I'm kind of a very, very novice chess player. So I was watching the PogChamps tournament, which is held by chess.com. And in this tournament, Tubbo actually played, and he actually seemed to do pretty well, while still entertaining, which is an impossible skill. So if you're trying to play well in chess, for those who do play, you need like ultimate focus. We are dead set on trying to focus on what's happening. We're not going to get this idea out of our sight. We will fully understand. But at the same time, he's still entertaining his chat, putting intense music on, trying to say, oh, I'm going to do this, we're going to take him down, and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe we should take a look at Tubbo. Let's see what he's thinking since he finally has the upper hand in this game. He has to be a little bit careful, though, because his knight is under attack.
Don't be scared.
I think he's giving himself a pep talk, but Tubbo, you don't have that much time.
You mean you haven't ever tried karaoke during a chess game?
I should probably save this
when
piece.
I'm down, although, yeah, sometimes. You're right, Nemo.
And that multitasking is really impressive. And it was fun to see Tubbo in a more serious light. I'll pull up how he did right now to give you that information. So I just took a look at his position because I don't think I saw the whole tournament or any some games, and he was in the consolation bracket. So he lost the initial group stage, but then he did beat Code Miko and got in one against Nico, not Code Miko, but Nico, in the semifinals. So he definitely did put an effort in while still trying to be entertaining, and it was really fun to watch. I mean, and see him in this different light it seems like his setting has also changed too. He's got a more proper streaming room. When looking some of his older videos, it almost looks like he's in like a family room or a living room, but he has since moved to it looks like a basement of some kind, and done a more professional setup. Something that it does seem really interesting to me, and it would be fun to see him get more involved in, is I think he's dabbled in IRL content a bit, because I saw him do a cooking stream with his sister, as well as a unboxing where he unboxed a bunch of gifts that his stream sent him. And those were really fun to watch. And I think, I mean, obviously because of his age, you can understand that he still wants to keep a level of privacy. So, of course, I don't blame him if he doesn't want to become a full, IRL streamer, IRL vlogger, and all that. But I do think there's some potential there because he's funny out of video games. He carries that with him, and that is also not an easy quality to keep. He is able to transcend that. Overall, I'm feeling like there's a lot of good stuff coming from Tubbo, and I really look forward to see how his content improves in the future, because he's already really good now and his growth is amazing, and I just want to see him continue to go up. Hopefully I'll be able to catch more of his streams. Guys, I literally cannot believe I forgot to say this. As you know, when I make a mistake, I usually put in the text-to-speech, but I needed to be here for this. Tubbo has some of the best outro music literally ever. Literally ever. Like, every time that his video finishes, it's always a jam. You want to make it through the whole video to get to that. I'll play it through my ending in a second. But I also want to give out the shout out to the channel that he gets it from, because it's so cool. It's called Game Chops. And the music is Zelda and chill. So they take like a Zelda and they make basically like a lo-fi version of like the original game music, and it's so good. I love it so much. It's such fun outro music, and I just had to add it because I thought it was super good. So I'll play it while I'm going through this last bit. Thank you guys. Editing Mac out. Hi guys, I'm going to quickly talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is what I'm recording this podcast on at this very moment. It is so easy. It's free, just like YouTube, so you can start a channel whenever you want, start a podcast, and just start releasing episodes. You can edit it and record it right from the app or your computer, so it's so easy. And then it automatically distributes for you to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many other places, everywhere you need. It's just the easiest thing. It's like everything you need in one place. It's so easy to do. It's just like YouTube, but if you're not just exactly a visual guy and you like podcasts like I do, it's so easy. So go right now and download the free Anchor app, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Super easy, and you can make a podcast just like me. I'm sorry if this was a bit of a shorter episode, really short, in fact, about like 10 minutes less than the other ones, but honestly, I didn't want to overstretch it too much, since Tubbo does have very little content on his YouTube channel. It's good, but it's not a lot to talk about because of his insanely fast growth. Speaking of growth, we had our best week the podcast has ever had last week, and that is just super amazing. I hope we can keep this momentum up. Maybe you guys will listen to this for longer because of the shorter time. If you do enjoy these shorter episodes, let me know. I don't know who I'm going to do next week, but hopefully it'll be something good. Thank you guys. Goodbye.